Peace and love, everybody. We are here. We are still here. I'm going to take a moment and see if I can invite some people to come in on this live. Let's see how many people we can get in here. Today was a very nerve-wracking day. We have one person in here. Peace and love. Peace and love. I appreciate you joining the live. I want to see how many people we can get in here so we can have a conversation and discuss these things, and I can answer any questions that I may have, that those people may have. So come on in here. Let's get this thing going. Oh no, I didn't. Yes, actually, I had trouble. Ah, right. Oh, okay. Oh, great. Let's see if we can get some people in here. I'm just sharing it to my other social media so we can see if we have any progress as far as participants and viewers. And just because I really want to know if anybody have any questions. I would really like to answer any questions that people may have. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Or maybe you just want to know what's going on. You want updates or whatever the case may be. Just know. Here to answer questions. Whatever. The blockages. Be real. Hours. Peace and love to whoever's in the room. If you could kindly let me know who's here so that I can know who I'm speaking with. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below so that I can get started answering any questions. I would like to answer any questions that anybody may have regarding this case that's going on and the live that I did before. Here to answer any questions and to give any updates that people may want to know about, you know? I just hope people don't wait too late to start caring. I feel like that in our communities, we have a problem with that. We oftentimes you have brothers and sisters, kings and queens, so on and so forth, that be struggling with battles that don't have to be as much of a struggle if only they had the support that we should have amongst our community. Especially because we can very much so relate on so many levels. Um, and we have a problem with supporting each other for some reason. We have a problem with coming together. The division is very strong and heavy, and that is by design. Um, that is very much so by design, and it still continues. And because of that, we deal with a lot of people going through repeated trauma and situations, injustice. And we have a hard time having justice being served because we don't stand in unison. We have this, you know, if it ain't me or somebody that I personally care about, it ain't my problem. And really, we should all be caring about each other. So, you know, I don't know. Call me wrong, call me crazy. But I just know that if we had more unity, we would have less problems. Um, we've already seen what just a small amount of unity can do for us. But we pick and choose when we want to have that. And by the time that we want to have that, it's always when things get too crazy or when somebody's already passed, when life has already been taken. And so I stated in my previous video, I do not fear quote unquote death. Know that that's not even a real thing. We never truly die. Amana, behave. But anyway, we never truly die, so that's not a fear of mine. Um, but it would be very unfortunate for everything that I have to offer this world and offer others who are going through similar situations or the same situations to help them make it through the journey that I've already come through. For that to leave with me would be very unfortunate. And so I just really, really want to give every opportunity I can for those who truly and genuinely would care to express that and show that now while the opportunity still presents itself for wisdom and knowledge to be passed on, for my support and energy that I have to give to others to be shared, because I am here with every desire to support anybody who is going through these same type of things that I can. But you can only help those who desire to be helped, and the only way for me to know that is for people to speak up, reach out, communicate. So I'm still trying to give it a chance for some people to come in on this live and ask any questions. As you guys know, I had court today. I would like to give an update. I will say that things did not go the way I would like for it to have gone, but good news is I'm still here. but things did not go the way it should have gone. Miss Rudeness, things did not go the way it should have gone. I'm gonna go ahead and start giving some updates. Um, so the document that I read in the last video was supposed to have been served to them by yesterday. And they claim that they never got it. They're trying to say that, well, maybe it just hasn't gotten there yet because it shows up later time. But like I told the lady, I was told by the Postmaster General that all of them, everybody who was served should have received it no later than yesterday. So what I'm thinking is that it did come and nobody was willing to sign for it, because it was sent certified mail, which means it had to be signed for. And what they fail to realize that I am aware of is they don't sign for it. There's recorded evidence of that as well, and that works against them. Refusal to receive the documents. So what they also fail to realize is that I obviously kept a copy, the original copy, for myself. So I came and I brought it to the clerk's office and I asked them to make a copy of it and present it to the judge before it was time for me to go in the courtroom. Stop it. Stop it. Move your hand. And so she took forever with that process just to come back. And what they were doing something to make part of the document be cut off, like not even the like full parts, but they were cutting off half of the document. You see where I'm going. So they were cutting off half of the document and trying to act like the machine was just doing that because of the length of the paper. Common sense will tell you that the length of the paper being legal length paper, which they should be able to have legal length paper in a courtroom, in a courthouse. Y'all deal specifically with law, but they claim they didn't have that type of paperwork. But either way, that does not have anything to do with the side half of the paper being cut off, the document being cut off. And she acted like she didn't realize it because the first part of the paper, I guess she didn't expect me to look through it. The first couple of pages looked normal, and then after the first page or two, it was cut off, and then the last couple of pages looked normal. So they are still playing games. I think she destroyed those documents because it wasn't the full information, and so she just told me that I needed to give my original copy to the judge, which I did not want to do because I know that they could have tried to not give me my original copy back. But what they would have also realized is that I have other copies in different forms. So there's no way they're gonna get away from it. So I did present it to the judge. And the judge refused to read it. She scanned through it very briefly. When I told her, before I presented it to her, I said, yes, I have these documents that y'all were supposed to have been served yesterday. The lady to your claims that y'all didn't receive it. So I have my copy that I would like to present to the courts because this case should have been closed. And she kind of laughed about it, like a little slightly laughed. And then she briefly scanned through it. The bailiff, pretended like he didn't know how to say the word quo warranto. He was trying to butcher it. So I corrected it. And I stated what the document was. They had multiple people lined up with me because they were trying to just get us in and out. I don't know. They never did that before with me. They never had me and multiple other people line up to come out. So I found that kind of odd. I don't do coincidences. I know that there's no coincidences, and the fact that all these years y'all have never did that before. So yeah, that was odd. And so I stated what the document was in front of everybody. So I really hope that people paid attention and went home and researched it themselves. But once again, they threatened me with jail again. They threatened all of us with jail. They were like, well, you were all up here because y'all cases involve a matter that is, I think she said it was a misdemeanor or something, so on and so forth. I don't understand how no crime was committed, but they basically said, it's punishable by jail, and that basically you can go to jail. So she called me to the podium first. I came to the podium and I basically said what I said. I told her that they were supposed to got served. They claimed they didn't receive it, but I know that they should have received it as of yesterday. And just in case they didn't receive it, which I'm sure they did, I had my copy for her to look at again. She did not read it. She intentionally did not read it. I gave her the whole document. It was not that much that she could not have read it. She could have read it. She chose not to, and she chose to give me another court date. Time to take us to the next step. And now I'm feeling like I'm about to have to expose some names. So, yeah, I think she said February the 9th, but going to be me finding out the names. No. I said no. Go lay down. Go lay down. You are not going to be in this one. I'm going to be finding out the names of every individual who has been ever involved in this particular case for my son. And that is for over the extension of 18 years span. And I'm going to start calling people out because I am not playing with these people. I'm not playing with you guys. There's literally nothing more you could do to harm me than what you've already done. Again, I am aware that we are not this flesh, so severing the cord of my existence from this flesh does not bother me as much as you think it does. So it really would be to your detriment, truth be told, because of who I am aware that I am, and the work that I have been doing to be more self-aware of who I am and how to use the energy source that is me. So, yeah. I'm to a point, I don't care who thinks I'm crazy. I don't care who believes me. I don't care who chooses to pay attention and chooses not to. What I care is that I do my due diligence to make sure that justice is served. Again, my son turned 18 years old today. I did not get to see him today. I have not attempted to call him yet because I know that the people who he's around, he told me a couple of years ago when I was in my house that he was not aware that when he turned 18 that he was officially considered an adult and he did not have they couldn't control him anymore. He still felt like he needed to get their permission for things and that he still would be bound by their rules and so on and so forth. And so I don't really know if he has, if he may need more time to get access to his own phone that they can't take from him, or what. I don't know what's going on with him at this very moment right now today. I do know that he is supposed to have already graduated high school, because he graduated early, and I know that he's supposed to be going to college. I don't know if he's going this month or not, but I know that that college is supposed to be out of town. I have asked him to provide me with information, and he did not provide me with the details per se. He told me which colleges he was choosing between, but he did not tell me what his decision was. I have not heard from him since that particular conversation, and it's been a couple months. So I am just doing my best to keep my stress level under control, to stay grounded and to stay focused and to stay calm. And I know that that plays a big role in the misunderstandings between me and my son specifically, because he doesn't have any concept of, he doesn't seem to have any concept of how much this affects me and how much it takes for me to maintain the level of self-control that I have to maintain in order to make sure that I'm moving in the best way possible for the best outcome possible. We both wish that the outcome had been that he would have been returned home at a much younger age, at the age that he was when you seen in the picture, the profile picture. I mean, no, you are not in this video. Go lay down. In the thumbnail, in the thumbnail, the age that he was in that thumbnail, we would both have loved for him to be able to come home then or sooner. Unfortunately, that was not the case. It took me all the way up until now for me to find the information about these documents. And so here we are. I'm going to go ahead and cut this live though, because we're heading towards 30 minutes and I've seen somebody pop in and out. I don't know if it's the same person or not, but they literally seem to have popped in and out. I don't see anybody commenting. I see no comments or any interactions whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live because I don't want to just be rambling. I just really wanted to give y'all an update. I didn't want to leave anybody hanging. Anybody who genuinely do want to know what's going on with this case and this matter. Anybody who may want to know. By the way, I'm late on this disclaimer. I said it in my last video, but disclaimer, I'm going to put it in the description. For safety purposes, I have to say this disclaimer. This video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. I am not a lawyer. I cannot give legal, I cannot tell anybody what to do legally. All I can tell people is what I have found, what I have done, what I am doing, and the information that I've come across. I would advise anybody to always do your own due diligence, do your own research on anything, any information that you get from anybody. I don't care who it is. Make sure you do your own due diligence and your own research, just as I have. You were given a mind. You were given intelligence. You are infinite wisdom. Use that intelligence and that wisdom to make proper, educated decisions for yourself. I'm not here to make any decisions for anybody. I'm not here to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. I'm only here to tell you what I've found and what I find that is best for me I can tell you what I think people should do, but that is my opinion based on a lot of facts, but still my opinion. I personally feel like a lot of people should be doing this. I feel like everybody should be doing this. I feel like this is going to be way more effective if more people do this than any protest or riot or marches or anything that we've ever done. But again, that is my opinion. Do your own due diligence, do your own research. This is for informational purposes only. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live for anybody who comes in the future, whoever it was who checked in. I appreciate everybody's support. If you are able to make any donations, because the case did not go the way that I was hoping that it would go, I was hoping that they would just do what they're supposed to do, read the documents and comply so that it will make it easier on everybody, including themselves. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So, whatever support can be provided, whether it's just a like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, that's appreciated as well. Donations are very much so appreciated. All of that information is in the description, and I hope everybody just have a beautiful day. Stay focused, stay tapped in, stay aware, be mindful of your surroundings and what's going on. Do not let technology and the internet and social media and everything take over so much that you are blinded as to what's going on around you and in real life. It is very vital that we are conscious and aware. Just stay tuned and please help bring awareness to this situation and my case, because me and my family very, very, very much need the support. Peace and love.